Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Good morning, Necromancer. Welcome back. We missed you yesterday. Good morning, Mutals. I hope you're having a good day. Good morning. We're doing a light and color study again today. Looking at it today, it's actually really nice. It's good to take a break from the paintings you're working on. Neff! Neff! I'm just waiting for people to filter in. Cat tongue! Me. Hmm. Meow. Mathis. Oh my god! The Avatar is already doing weird things. Meow. They want a breakfast. Hello, Moomers. Boops for all! Oh, the boops. Oh my goodness, my nose is so itchy. Why? It wasn't itchy before stream, and now it's just itchy. Mathis. Mathis, what are you doing? How's everybody today? How are you, Neff? You might notice my tracking's a little better. We got the magical phone of the eyes working. Grumpy tiefling noises. Oh, you're grumpy today. Well, hopefully we can cheer you up. Look, I have a tongue now. Except it catches on my avatar. Nah. I'm so cheerful about a tongue. Wow. The tracking is so much better. It is a quiet morning for everyone. Where's my pen? There's my pen. I'm just going to continue with the light study. And delete that layer with the fox thing. Oh, but Necromancer hasn't seen it. Oh. Hold on, we have to undo it and we have to turn on the layer. Necromancer has not seen the finished fox sculpture. It's a tea pet. Isn't he adorable? Meow. Cat's like touching my thigh. The fox thing, it's a tea pet for a Chinese style tea ceremony / tea tasting thing. And you pour the tea over it after you do the first blooming of the tea. So you pour some water over it. You do like a really fast steep with hot water, and then you pour that over the pet. Other than just like pouring it off to the side, which is what they used to do, and then somebody's like, "Oh, let's make a little animal thing," and it was a fad that became tradition. So when you pour the tea over the pet, it's called feeding the pet, and people use them as like good luck charms or things like to represent prosperity, fortune, good luck, etc. And I'm going to be running a little tea shop with a friend of mine at Conquest. And that's the whole story. He asked me to make some. He asked me to make a fox and a crow because our camp leaders are called Fox and Crow. And so I did. I made a fox. And the crow is about half done. So, it's my first time sculpting an animal in about 30 years. Probably more, because I think I made the first ones, which are basically the only ones, when I was about 5, so more like 35 years. I made some out of plasticine, some cats. And since then, other than a dragon during high school, which never got finished, that's the first animals I have sculpted. I do love sculpting, which is probably why I like writing CNOT. I think I may have missed my calling as a sculptor. But it's never too late to start. And as for what we're painting today, Necromancer, this is a study in light and color. I'm not allowed to pick colors directly from the picture on the left. I must pick my colors from the color wheel, unless I've already placed them on my canvas, in which case blending gets me other colors that I need that are closer to what I'm already working on. Spent a lot of time yesterday getting just the gray right. And now I'm working on blending the wall in better. Cats, what are you doing? They're sniffing the box of soup you got me. I have it piled up with my Conquest stuff. Cat's doing cat things, yep. I wanted to fix this corner of the table. Because the angle was wrong. They want breakfast, which is in about 15, almost 20 minutes. Yep, they hunger. Devourer of souls. They think I have forgotten about them, so they constantly try to remind me. You want breakfast? Go have breakfast. You're not like that one person who came here that one time. Good morning, Fantasy. Oh, I have been booped. Fantasy boops the snoot today. It's the snoot. It's been booped. It's the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. It's the snoot that gets booped. Boop. The snoot. It's a little bit different every time, but there's some consistency. I think it was Neff who started the whole boop snoot thing. Okay, let's just go in here and fix this. We can paint the cord again later. Perspective. Come on, Meow. Ah, you today fantasy. Once again, sewing a dice bag. Are these all different dice bags, or are they all the same dice bag? There was this really cool set of dice on Throne that I found. And I wish I'd just gotten it for myself, because now it's out of stock, and I don't know if it'll ever be back in stock. 2 different ones. The first one is a massive fail. Second. Well, I mean, you learn by doing, right? I keep curving this because of the angle that I'm trying to draw it at. It'll drive me crazy. Reason this is supposed to go out further towards the end. It's part of the difficulty that I'm having. It's not just a study in light and color, but it's also a study in space, really. That's better. Flip this back around. Well, we have better tracking today, so hopefully points redeems will be coming soon. At the speed, it will be like 3 weeks, and you'll have like 30,000 points. But look! I have a tongue. I can stick out my tongue now. I don't know why the top of my lip is colored dark brown, but it gets caught on my avatar. There's a little bit of weird artifacting and layering problems, but hydrate and stretch. Oh, hold on, I'll put my pen down. We shall hydrate with cafe mocha, a diuretic. Okay, now we stretch. Everybody street. Oh, I haven't done that yet this morning. Very careful with the shoulder. Very careful with the shoulder. Street. Ah. My neck still makes crunchy noises, but I think that's going to be the rest of my life now. Need to bring in this little bit of gray from the rock that the salt rock came out of. Let's see, where else is this? Right about here. There's a whole bunch just right next to it on the side. Matter of fact, we need a little bit more gray on this one. Doesn't have to be exact. Nothing is exact. But very far from in this picture, actually. But an approximation. This little bit up here is still not dark enough. A little bit of gray down here, and a little bit on this edge. There's a little bit right here. There's a bit of a chunk there. See, there's two little dark spots kind of here-ish. This spot is kind of almost connected. There's a really dark spot, like right here. Painting something special tomorrow so I can make a gift for someone at Conquest. Ooh. Debating between pasta, chicken, or beef noodles. Like to eat or to paint? I mean, those could be interesting paintings. Each time I do one of these practices, I always pick something a little bit more complicated each time. Eat, you're hungry. Both of those sound really good. Flip a coin. Or ask the chat. Hold on, can I make a poll? I don't know how to make a poll. I don't know how to make a poll, guys. I'm sorry. I'll look that up for next time, so that next time somebody needs to decide, you can help them decide. God, I have this one spot on my leg, when I scratch it, I feel it in my elbow. Is that supposed to be a thing? Also, Rumi's parents didn't show up yesterday. Yeah, that face, exactly. Like, huh? Yeah, Rumi's parents didn't show up yesterday because they had left the night before. Beef noodles does sound good. I was going to suggest that. And they left the night before and they went and stayed at the cottage to like cut an hour off the ride, and then they got snowed in. Chicken pasta is also pretty good. Like, do the beef noodles have beef in them, or are they just beef flavored noodles? Yes, at least I have a clean space now. The apartment is very clean. Cleaner than it's been in a while. Ugh, but like the other day, I found out that one of the cat boxes had like cat pee underneath it. Because Mathis always pees against the side of the box. So it goes out the side and gets stuck underneath. Grr. Okay, well at least if it's real beef broth, that's okay. There's cats destroying my universe. I have to go stop them. Let's see, what time is it time to feed them? Yes, it's time to feed them. I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. I am back. Oh, you make it yourself. That's nice. It's not like a package thing. That's good. That's good. Somebody making weird screaming noises outside, but they're like cheerful screaming noises? Question mark. Oh, I forgot. It's maraca time. Everybody take your maracas. And I think I might take some headache medication because I actually have a pretty bad headache today. So we're taking extra magic pills. Live better chemically. If you haven't taken your magic maracas today, make sure you do. Can I get it to make the sound? Magic maracas, magic maracas. Wow. Tasty. Everyone's so quiet this morning. We paint. I still don't have the right color temperature in this corner. I think I need to go with that. The happy screaming has turned into angry screaming. No, that's still wrong. Still wrong color. Oh, definitely wrong color. Too dark. Too blue. Ah, there we go. This one shadow in the bottom corner is very strange. And the diffusion of the shadow is being a real pain in the ass to paint. Always take my fistful when I get up in the morning, yeah. The world is just over-medicated, probably. What is wrong with us that we have to be so medicated at our ages? I don't think it's what's wrong with us, I think it's what's wrong with our world, really. world is not designed for people. The world is designed for robot workers and not people. I accidentally switched to the airbrush at some point, and it's working much better for the diffuse shadows. I was like, why is the round mixing brush suddenly so soft and subtle? That would be why. But I suppose using the right tool for the job is fine. Whoa. Try to get just a hint. Of a more orangey color. So tempted to go back to bed and stay there. I mean, why not? I don't have that luxury today. I have to go with Remy to an appointment, and then her parents are going to be showing up, probably. Well, they'll show up eventually, I think. I hope. I mean, they're supposed to. They were supposed to last Friday. This needs to be warmer. Still needs to be warmer. A little bit more saturation. Airbrush. Too dark. Too much saturation. Still too much. platform. So I'm going to be working really small here for a minute. There's ever so slightly a diffuse shadow, like right here along the other side of the lamp, and I think that's because of the ambient light in the room. And that's why we're getting the shadow down here as well by the table. Still need to go a lot darker down there. Oh yeah, Tesla, I know you want out, but you're probably still not done eating. He's sitting off in the corner going, ooh. These faint owl noises. Let's see. Trying a couple of different blending tools in here. We can always repaint the cord later. That's a lot better, yeah. Definitely have to darken up the salt crystal now. I'm gonna go release the cats. Tesla. You've only eaten half your food again. I'll at least go release Mathis from his carrier and keep Tesla in here for a bit. Tesla just wanted petting and reassurance. It's like, yes, you can still keep eating, kitten. Why am I dizzy? That's, weird. I don't know why I'm dizzy today. Might have to sit and chat for a bit. I've definitely messed up the edge, like the dark edge of the crystal, so probably. So don't mind me, just rubbing my eye. I'll definitely have to darken that up a bit, but I need to just sit for a few moments and ponder. I actually went to bed on time last night, and I slept most of the night, so maybe it's a pressure change in the weather, because it's really sunny today, and it hasn't been for a while. Tesla? Babbins? Go get him. Snugget. Okay, we have the baby kitten. He might block my camera because the iPhone sits below my monitor, whereas my other camera sat above. He's purring, but I don't think the microphone would be able to pick him up. He used to purr really loudly, now he's quite soft. Hey, Nuggies. You've got fluff caught in your claws again. We have Tesla. Let us maneuver the microphone. Are there purrs? Alright, I'll turn down the microphone and put it back where it belongs. He's my little potato. He's compact cat size. He's about half the size of the other three. I don't know if you could hear that, but there's someone shouting angrily outside now. Visible concern. But yes, my sweet little potato. He likes cuddles. Oh, he's falling asleep in my arms. Tesla, you can't sleep here. I'm working. Technically. I guess we can take a few minutes to give him cuddles. Kind of wish I could have a cat cam, but the cat's They're constantly all over the place. Although they'll probably sleep now because they've eaten. They'll enter their after meal dip in consciousness, also known as the postprandial dip. It's the food coma. He's a snuggly little bean. Do, 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 do. Sorry, there isn't going to be any painting for a while because I am currently petting this cat. I think I've finally got the wall right. The shape of the main shadow isn't quite right, but that's okay. It's okay. Tempted to get a Maine Coon. Like the one at Elaine's house. If we got a Maine Coon, like poor Tesla. Although Tesla would probably beat it up. He's got small dog syndrome. If there's something bigger than him, he fights it, which is everything. Everything's bigger than him. Oh, there's sirens now. I wonder if they're coming to get the screaming person. You get light city ambience. It's a very chill morning. Tesla has not been this content in my arms for a long time. Normally he's kind of wiggly and like pushing on my chin with his front paws and his back paws. He just kicks me in the face sometimes. I think it's like trying to do default expressions, so when I frown, it's like it makes me look sad. Whew. That's a fire truck. Flashy blinking lights. Emergency. There's this website called flashyblinkylights.com or something, or flashyblinkinglights.com, and it's like it's like a 90s website. It's or 2000s, like the beginning of 2000, and it's right up there with the Space Jam website and in design philosophy. And it's what one of Sai's teachers used as an example of what not to do in web design. And I'm like, no, more websites need to look like... And so, somewhere along the line, we were talking about it, and then an ambulance or something went by, and I just said flashy blinking lights .emergency. And now I say that pretty much every time I hear sirens. Because, otherwise it's like, well, when these guys are out doing things, you know, well, it's an emergency, so someone's having a bad day. Let's just try and make the day a little lighter. Because otherwise it's depressing. I still have the cat in my arms, by the way. He's just chilling. He's right here, just chilling. One of the little manky paws sticking up. Oh, he's slowly rolling over. Hi, Nugget. He's like, I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit while you rub my tummy. The belly fluff is the softest fluff, although, if you've ever felt rabbit fur, Tesla's about as soft as a rabbit, but he's a cat. And give him a little kiss. So, did anybody do anything interesting over the weekend? What about you, Necromancer? You weren't here yesterday to answer the question. Did you have a good weekend? I know you're probably working and in meetings and stuff, so I apologize if I put you on the spot. Meh. It was a meh weekend. I listened to Dresden Files all weekend. House tours. Yeah. Tesla is now all stretched out. His legs are just hanging out. Hey, Nuggies. He's so cute. Oh, the Babbins is getting wiggly. It's getting wiggly. Tesla is one of those cats where if you just put your fingers in front of his face, he'll just start licking them. He just goes, you look at Cassie's. It's the best thing ever. He's a very kissy baby. Even though he's a 9-year-old baby. He will always be baby. I hope he lives to be like 25. But he probably won't. One of my friend's cats is named Sergeant Fluffbutt. That's a good name. Have you seen Noodle? There's a channel called Friendly Noodles on YouTube, and they have a Persian. There's a long-haired brown Persian, and it has kind of the same face as Tesla. It's these really huge eyes. Oh yeah, ragdolls are just kind of known for that, though. Ragdoll cats are really nice. They are just like soup in a bag, a fluff bag. And they're just like, yep, I'm here now. Yep, this is the best thing ever. Chill. Hey, baby. I have a feeling that Tesla's little arthritis is acting up because he wants me to hold his paws. Because the warmth of my hands really makes him feel a lot better. I guess it helps increase blood flow to his joints, which then reduces the swelling after it's had time to do a little bit of healing. He always does this thing where he like lifts one paw when he's sitting. Like if he's just like sitting on his butt, he'll have one paw in the air, and sometimes he'll switch them. And that's usually a sign that he's that his paws are in pain, but I'm not surprised. I feel so bad for him because I know what it's like to just hurt all the time. So I can imagine he doesn't understand and he doesn't have any pain medication to take. He's like, why does it hurt? Why does everything hurt? Or he could just be used to it. Like I am. But some days hurt more than others. The days that hurt the least are the best days. Eat just life. Oh, he's falling asleep. He got a little bit wiggly, and then I changed the way I was holding him, and now he's just like, this is good. I'm just going to sleep here now. I'm sorry that I'm not getting any art done, guys. Cats on catnip is so funny. Mathis doesn't go after catnip, but Tesla eats it. If I put out catnip, unlike the other cats, the kitten's like kind of rolling in it a bit. Atlas always rolled all through it. Tesla actually eats it. And he will fight others for it. So, I don't give him catnip very often because I don't want him to get a little tummy ache. Hi, Bean. He's just here in my arms. This fuzzy little man. It's the best thing ever. Don't you think it's weird that we just keep these fuzzy little animals that live with us that don't really do anything? And you know, we give them food and toys and live vicariously through them. And it's just this whole little life. There's no purpose to it other than joy. It's the best thing ever. He is having the time of his life right now. He's like, I've got warmth on my paw, just somehow still cold. Tesla, why are your beans cold? I've been holding on to it for like 5 minutes. Aw, I'm sorry you lost your baby. Yeah, Atlas passed away last July. It was a very stressful day, and I still had to go out and buy craft supplies to finish up my stuff for Conquest. And it was piss pouring rain because that was when Hurricane Beryl came through town, so the remnants of it. And on my way back from the craft store, still quite a ways from home, before I got on the train to go across the city to get home, a bus went by, and I got soaked from head to toe, and it sucked. Hydrate and posture check. Unshrimp that spine. I'll do my best. I can't really do that because I've got Tesla in my arms. But welcome back, Neff. Been missing a while. I might make eggs this morning for breakfast because I'm really hungry. 2 hydrates. And it's nutrition. I can't take those right now. I've got a baby kitten in my arms. Oh, he hears something. Do you want to go now? Are you good? Whoop. Okay, Wiggly baby, I'll put you down. He had enough of kettles. I can now stretch. Ow. I'll wake you up. I was falling asleep with Tesla in my arms. He's a good baby. And now we'll take her 2 hydrates of our Cafe mocha. Tesla, stop eating my sewing machine box. Like, stop it. Stop. Why is he trying to eat my sewing machine box? Using up all the points. Yeah, they won't be able to throw stuff at me when I get throwables. Alright, I'm gonna go let him out of my room and have to put his kibble away because the others will get fat. Alright, Nugget, you're free. That's free. Since Tesla eats so little and the others are so big, I always take Tesla's extra kibbles and I throw one each across the apartment, and I'll make the big ones run for them and make sure they get their exercise. Alright, let's get back to painting, because otherwise we'll never finish. I definitely want to redefine this back edge of this crystal here. Because I lost it when I airbrushed. Oh, those are some cute emotes. I think someone else has some crazy cat emotes. Who is this? Neosin. I wanted to have one like the glow sticks one for Tesla. I would like to refine the Meowmotes a bit. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Tesla with glow sticks? There's the creeper one. I got that one too. bestow upon me the boop. We've been booped. It is not the boop snoot. It is just one NATO standard boop. As my dad would say. One NATO standard hug. I'm gonna draw in our tiny little vase again. Not quite in the right spot though. Just to be a little bit closer. Right about here. Just gonna paint this bad boy in right here. The world's tiniest vase. And let's see. Okay, pull this color here. Oh, construction has started in one of the units. Anybody have anything exciting looking forward to that's coming up? Conquest. Obviously Conquest. Conquest. Orange down this one right here. Just a little bit at the tip, just tip. What I'm most excited about is my my ultrasound for my arm is tomorrow. And I can finally find out what's wrong. And hopefully make the pain go away. 'Cause I am losing my mind. Stick is worked the wrong way. Can we fix it? Sort of. Aw, a gift for me. I don't know what to give you, Fantasy. At least I'll have a whole year to figure it out. If I had a pressure pot and a place to make things without cats getting into them, I would probably just make you a dice set, since I know you really like dice. In true nameless fashion, they would probably have seashells in them. That'd be cute. A dice set with like mini seashells in it. I like surprises. Surprises are nice. I very hardly get surprised anymore in my regular life. Oh, my roommate's up. I just saw this extra light in the hallway, and I'm like, where is that coming? Oh, my roommate's door is open. So, Sione is awake. Just thinking about seashell dice now, and I'm like, I do have some tiny seashells that I could probably put in dice molds. Very, very tiny ones. The little vase is going to need quite a bit of work on it still. Traffic noises. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so professional. It's quite noisy today. Also feels kind of cold. -1 feels like -5. Whew. I think I'm gonna leave it there for today because I have a major headache. Let's see if Moko Maid is on, because it's Tuesday. Oh, Moko Maid's not on yet. I guess we have to keep going until they're on. -3 around here, 40-kilometer gusts. Yeah, I think it's kind of windy today. The sun is out, which is nice. I'll keep chatting until Moko Maid is on, because I want to raid them, because they actually came by my stream one morning. So that was really cool of them. So I would like to raid into them at least once a week if we can. And Titty Tuesday is the day to raid them, because it's Titty Tuesday. Oh, it's alright. They probably start streaming very soon, because they're usually on by the time I get off, but for me it would be kind of early to get off. Oh, sorry. I'm always yawning. I'm not even tired, I'm just yawning. Let's face it, I probably am tired, I just don't notice. But I wouldn't be surprised if they start at like 10:30 or something. Oh, you took another cute screenshot of me, Fantasy. That's really nice. Thank you. And Neff sending a cat with his tongue sticking out. So, you're never not tired? Aw. Making something thieves are related for clever. Well, I won't ask you to share it on stream, because then there's evidence and he might know. He might find out. It's always a risk. I mean, I doubt they watch me, but if they do. Elaine, hello! How you doing? We're just waiting for Mokomade to start streaming so we can raid into them. Because, I have a bit of a headache today. And now there's grinding happening in my building. Because it's the end of the month, so people moved out. And, therefore they are renovating the apartments as soon as humanly possible to get people into them. And sometimes the renovations take a long time, depending on the condition that the apartments are left in. You just got off work? Well, that's good. That's good. This is my job too. So I at least make sure I start on time now. I don't have a schedule for how long I go for. It's just vibes. But I appreciate everybody who's here. I didn't tell Shab I was streaming. He didn't follow. Shab didn't follow. Sag. Maybe he was already following me. He might already be following me. Actually, Fantasy, you're normally very on time. You were late this morning, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. My stream is vibes only. If you don't feel like coming, you don't have to come. It's just hangout and occasionally art. We're still working on the little painting test practice thing so that I can be a better painter, so that I can finish Necromancer's commission. It's getting there. Paintings take a long time. I wish I was faster at them. I wanted to get Necromancer's painting done in January, but January was a suffering sadness month, so I didn't get much of anything done in January. Then I still have those other 2 commissions that I'm poking away at here and there. Costume design also takes a long time, and I need inspiration for it. But I saw something the other day that might help me finish up that cowboy one. That, like, Renaissance medieval Van Helsing cowboy. The vibes. And they're like, I want to have a dress. And I'm like, you wouldn't fight vampires in a dress. You wouldn't fight vampires and monsters in a dress. That would be difficult. But I should be able to swing you something that's kind of dressed like. And I offered them a side slit skirt so that when they're riding horses, it makes sense. Because riding a horse in a skirt is very difficult. But she wanted a dress, and I'm like, that doesn't make a lot of sense for vampires and werewolves and, you know, fighting monsters and swordplay. You would fight vampires in a dress? Are the vampires wearing dresses, or are you wearing the dress? Side saddle, yes, but it's less safe. I did point this out to them, and I'm like, if you really wanted it to make sense as a fighter, a female medieval, semi-Renaissance or late medieval, you'd probably want at least a side slit skirt or a dress with a side slit, so that you could swing your leg openly and also not have things to trip on. Dresses are dangerous. Okay, they're meant to be restrictive. Looking good is more important than safety. You can look rad in a side slit skirt, man. Like, especially if you're not wearing pants underneath. Like, I'll show off that thigh. Come on. But they have pants underneath, riding pants. And it's just extra style and more layering. Yeah, I don't like dresses and skirts too, mostly because I'm large and the thigh chafing is the worst thing in the universe. I have hated dresses and skirts since I was a child. But if you wear pants underneath, like bicycle shorts or something, that's much better. Yeah. But, you know, before pants were invented, everybody wore skirts and dresses. I'm always commando in my skirts. I bet you look fabulous in a dress, Necromancer. I don't even know what you look like, but I bet you look fabulous in a dress. Cafe mocha. Hey, guess who's on? It's Moco Maid. But now we're chatting. Kit in a kilt. Kilt kit. Kit kilt. Kit in a kilt. Kit's kilt kit. My energy came back because we're chatting, guys. There's still something off about the lamp. I don't think I have the color quite right. The wall is finally done. Needs touch-ups here and there, but the wall is more or less done. Always how it works. You get into something right as you need to leave. Yeah. I don't need to leave. I mean, I'll have to eventually because there's an appointment today, and the appointment is next to Lens Mills outlet, and I want to see if they sell canvas and how much it costs. Because they sell stuff like factory roll size. So if they have the material that I need to make my tent, I can price it out better. Because I can choose to buy it by the meter or by the yard. And it's like 120 inches wide. It's the really wide swaths of fabric. So if they have that available for me and I can make my tent as cheaply as possible, I will 100% do that. I did find what do you call it, the canvas drop cloths at Home Depot, and they have ones that are like 12 feet by 14 feet, and I would need 2 of those to make just, well, I think I would need 3 actually to make the tent, just the tent part, but not the fly. And I need to go to the dollar store as well, and see if they have bamboo garden canes, and I want to check their flexibility and price those out and how many I would need. What's a meter? It's just a little less than a yard? Question mark? It's either less or more, I can't remember. I think it's just slightly less than a yard. I can imagine Fox Fake Hit finding some absurd ball gown and putting it on. Look at how dope this is. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Yes, yes. Half an eagle. Mewtwo's just coming in hard. About an 85th of a football field. Or maybe like a 96th of a football field. I don't know. 1/4 of a washing machine. Americans have like the weirdest measuring system. It's like football fields, washing machines, and Olympic swimming pools. And eagles, apparently. I actually don't know how many yards a football field is. Freedom units! We measure in everything but measurements. Free of the measuremental systems. I mean, hell, it's like your freezing point, like, what even is considered to be freezing? Like, does your 32 Fahrenheit is the freezing point of water? So that's 0 Celsius. 110 to 120, that's not even standard? What do you call a wolf that works in a lumber mill? I don't know. What do you call a wolf that works in a lumber mill? Soccer pitch is 110 to 100. A timber wolf. Cute. American football fields are 100 yards. Okay. Soccer pitch is 110 to 120. I'm very confused. I'm getting multiple numbers. 110 to 120 for football. Okay. The football is in quotations, so that's soccer. Okay. Freedom! Consistency? What even is that? That's too constrictive. Constrictive is a word now because I have used it. I like the way my ponytail swooshes. This tracking is so much better. It is eating through the battery slowly, so I definitely have to make sure this phone stays plugged in, because it's eating through the battery even while plugged in. Freedom is to make no sense. Stop me! I dare you! I'll stick my bald eagles on you! Or sick my bald eagles. Just these bald eagle stickers. It's great! I love it how, like, the eagle noise that they typically use isn't even an eagle, because eagles make these, like, cute, dainty little sounds. What was it that was the other option for the national animal for the United States? There was another one that was kind of weird. But it was like supposed to represent patience. Turkey. Thank you. Yeah, there were a couple of options, and the wild turkey was one of them. And everybody chose the eagle, and the president was unhappy because he wanted the turkey. Can you imagine the American turkey being the, in some ways, it best represents the greed and capitalism in the United States. What's funny enough? I mean, our national animal is the beaver. It just chews on logs all day. The bald eagle kind of sounds like a turkey, kinda a little bit. It's got this, like, gentle sort of tweety noise. It's really cute, actually. Turkeys are kind of a menace. They're a bit vicious. As a matter of fact, I think they're more vicious than eagles. We only associate eagles being, like, really strong and powerful because they're kind of buff looking. But House sent the hiccup spell. I don't know what you mean, fantasy. Yeah, bald eagles, like, they actually sound kind of dainty, and they're, like, kind of friendly. But they've just got these vicious talons. But turkeys, they, like, fight you in gangs. They have gangs. They're roving gangs. They're quite mean. Who didn't pay attention to what I wrote? Right. You can get what you call wolf that's works in lumber mill timber wolf. You didn't say anything else. How's it? Who? Sorry. Oh, okay. Who sent the hiccup spell? Well, it wasn't me. I hate hiccups. I wouldn't wish that upon people. Hines can't listen to the spell casting him. Naff? Naff? Killer turkeys. I saw a video of a cop who was trying to stop a turkey or like get turkeys out of the road or something, and they were just a menace. They're like geese. Peace was never an option. This is why we eat them. Holy water? Holy water. There's only one L in that one. Yeah, that video was hilarious. The cop was trying to catch it for dinner. Yeah, no, it was obstructing traffic. And he was like calling it, and he's like, suspect has become hostile. I had such a good laugh. I like those ones where the cops are just kind of funny and they have a good sense of humor. Those are the best cops because you know they're not like the power trip kind of cops, and you know they're great for the community. Was this an American cop? Yes, it was. It was an American cop. Yeah, you see, like, American police get a really bad rap, but I think, like, the majority of them are really good. It's just, like, there's a lot of, there's a lot of bad apples that get a lot of press attention, and, so it gives the rest of the police a really bad name. But, like, I see ones where, like, the, you know, some Karen calls the police on kids playing basketball, and the cops are like, well, it's a public road, and she's like, nah, 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 and then he plays basketball with the kids. Or, like, the kids are sliding down this really steep hill of a road, with sleds during the winter, and the cops will go sledding with the kids, and I'm like, that is the best policing. Because it's like, nobody's on that road. Because it's like a random neighborhood tiny road, and no one's driving on it because there's so much snow, nobody's going anywhere. This is why the kids aren't in school. This is why they're sledding down the road hill. So the cops go sledding with the kids, and I'm like, that's great, we need more of that. Show all of the good clips. and the bad cops, get rid of them and make sure they can't work for another police department somewhere else in the country. And this is often what happens is they'll lose their job in one county and then go become an officer in another county, and that's a huge part of the problem. It's like once you've been fired from one police department for misconduct, you should never be able to work in policing and security again anywhere in the country. You are just put on a blacklist across the entire nation. And I think that is one thing where like your federal government could step in and really make a change. Like that is absolutely one thing that could happen, that needs to happen, as a matter of fact. And you should probably definitely talk to your representative in Congress, or whatever it is that you call it, Senate, I don't know, about that. I once saw a video of a cop getting chased by a 5-year-old with a police cap and just having a good time. The officer got caught and tickled. Like, that is the most beautiful thing ever. To see police interacting with the public in that way. And, like, we need more of that, and we need to, and we also need to make sure the police are taught things like humanity, and to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Oh, federal government? What government? We live in a dictatorship now. Not yet. You're close. I mean, we've been saying it for years. The whole world's been saying it for years that the U.S. is one party away from dictatorship. Because you only have 2. Oh, we at least still have 4. You know, I mean, we have like 6 or 7. But, to be an officially recognized party, you have to get like a certain number of votes. But otherwise, you're just like basically an independent party. Hydrate and Street. I've run out of liquid sustenance. But I will make sure I hydrate after stream with something else. Probably water. But as for Street, I kind of wish I had tracking on my arms. There we go. Yeah, I mean, everybody has their flaws. It's good for characters to have their flaws. I am listening to the Dresden Files right now, and, like, you would think this guy's a wizard, and he's supposed to fight, like, demons and stuff, but, like, he gets scared, you know, he sees a gory scene, and he's not all, like, tough man, and, like, I can handle it. No, he's, like, he, like, barely holds on, then later he, like, throws up. And he always ends up in, like, these ridiculous outfits, like terrible tracksuit with cowboy boots and t-shirts with funny slogans. Like, this man is a wizard, and he used to be, like, the apprentice of this dark wizard. But he always ends up in these situations where he's like, oh, fuck my life. And I love it. I am loving it. I've wanted to read this series since high school, and Rumi downloaded, using a couple of her Audible credits, she got me the first 3 Dresden books to listen to. And they're great. And I'm almost through the second one, which means I'm going to be going through the third one as well. And I will be sad when I'm out of Dresden books. So I'm going to have to find them. But I would rather maybe I'll get my own Audible account and just start getting the Dresden books. Because they're really good. They are absolutely very well written. The guy's like, called me a chauvinist, but I believe women need to be, like, treated like ladies and with respect. And, like, he's learning that, like, maybe he's a little too protective of the female detective. And he's like, God, you know, I fucked up. And so he's, like, trying to let go and make sure she, like, you know, knows how to deal with the monsters, instead of him just trying to constantly protect her. And, like, he's a character with flaws. He has a lot of flaws, and he screws up a lot. And I love him for it. He's not all like, oh, poor me, tortured soul. He's like, no, I just gotta fucking move on. Just God damn it, I screwed up again. Let's see. Well, yeah, there are some details we need to get worked out before we make all this legal, but we'll get there. Demand our freedom to make moronic decisions. Yes, there's still a lot you can do to fight what's the festering cancer that's growing in your Congress and your federal government. And people are fighting back. But if you've got nothing else to do, you should be out in the streets protesting. Just get everybody protesting. And if it comes down to it, run for the government yourself. Run as an independent. If you don't like either party, become an independent. Start a new party. Start a new Democratic Party, because clearly your current Democratic Party is useless. This is why we have the NDP in Canada, is because there were some Democrats who were like, you're not doing a good enough job and you won't let us into your party, so we're going to start our own. But I don't want to get run over or shot. Well, honestly, it's really not that bad. They try to make it look scary, and, but, it's really not as bad as like, the, regime media is making it out to be. Kind of tempted to write the most clumsy detective ever who screws up a lot but just laughs. His partner is a lovable goof who accidentally scares him a lot. Yeah, I mean, why not? I actually have a detective character. His name is Ethan Rose, and he lives in a place called Black City. And he is in the Paranormal Investigations Unit. So, like, his unit deals with all of the stuff in town that has to do with, like, paranormal type monsters. And it was called the Paranormal Investigations Unit early on in the history of Black City, but now it's just like, they only deal with the quote-unquote non-human issues. But, like, at the beginning of the book, it's like raining, and there's just this werewolf walking down the street. He's got a briefcase and an umbrella. He's just going to the office. The dude's like 12 feet tall, and he's just like this soggy wet dog. A werewolf with a fur allergy, oh dear. As long as he's not allergic to his own fur. I mean, you know, you can be allergic to cats, but not dogs. I'm slightly allergic to ferrets, but not chinchillas. I'm allergic to cedar and birch, but not oak and maple. Apparently my celery allergy is a birch allergy. For those of you who don't know, I am terribly allergic to celery. I will practically die. There's a cat in here somewhere. There's a cat! Tracking still doesn't like it when I flail out of range. What was our battery doing? Our battery is okay. I definitely wouldn't be able to do, like, 24-hour stream with this battery. No, there was another yawn. But yeah, I kind of want to write Eternal Halloween now. At least that was the name of it. I had a dream one night just before National Novel Writing Month. I'd been worried about what to write, and I had a dream about this detective character, and like the night before Nano, and that's what I ended up writing that year. Like, it wasn't great, but you know, most concepts that are very kind of like sketchy, the first draft is always going to be ass. But yeah, it's a world where, like, non-human creatures are very normal and mundane in a way. but sometimes they cause problems and the regular police department doesn't know how to deal with it, so they have a paranormal investigations unit. And Ethan is part of that. And he's just one of those, like, grumpy mid to late 30s noir kind of style guys. He's always wearing like a duster or a trench coat and like a newsboy cap. And he's really friendly with a lot of the monsters, and like the first encounter you see him with is he's riding the subway to work, and this poltergeist takes over the train, and he's like, "You can't hibernate here for the winter." So he like gives it a business card and it flies away so that he can get to work. And that's the introduction to the story. And like, I forget the name of the poltergeist. I had named her. Yeah, it's a her. And she goes to this place that's an old antique shop owned by a big dude named Frank, and he's kind of like the Hagrid of their city, and he just has this big antique shop full of stuff, and he hardly ever sells anything, but the quote-unquote tenants he has in his shop, they pay rent there. So it's more like an apartment than an antique shop, and so he's always like acquiring things, and Ethan just sort of sends like pseudo homeless poltergeists and stuff to his place. So he's just got like these wardrobes and teapots and vessels that these ghosts take up residence in. Some of them are mimics, maybe. Possibly. And Frank is like a big softy, but he's like a giant of a man, and he looks like he would be like a biker Hell's Angels dude, but he's like the sweetest man on the planet. And I love him. And at one point I was considering having him get murdered, and everyone who was reading a story at the time was like, "No, not Frank! Justice for Frank!" So everybody loves Frank. Yeah, that's my story. It's really about as far as it got. There's this criminal element, and that was like doing human trafficking, and Ethan was tasked with finding them, and one of the girls they picked up was a vampire, and she's the one who ended up escaping, because they're like, "Oh shit, well we can't take a non-human," but they were pretending to be monsters, kidnapping humans to throw off the police. And they took a vampire girl by accident. And if you're wondering, what is vampire girl doing wandering around during the day? Well, Black City has no sun. As a matter of fact, Black City is their entire world. So if you go outside the city limits, you basically just disappear. So their city builds up instead of out, so it's like, think of like the buildings from the original Blade Runner, where it's like Art Deco, like apartment buildings, but they're like 400 stories tall. And everything's in layers, and the subway is not a subway, it's more like a rail car. And from the top down, so it's like suspended rails. It's very like 1950s retrofuturism kind of city, and it's just layers upon layers upon layers of these buildings, and the deeper you go, the darker the things get. And it's almost constantly raining, but they don't have words for like day and sun, and it's really hard to write those things. But like there are some carryovers from when the world was normal at some point, but nobody remembers that time. So there's like, you know, graveyard shift, and then Ethan starts using terms that don't make any sense at some point. You know, they have things like, I think day shift became main shift. Ethan typically works graveyard shift. But Ethan starts using words like day and sun at some point. And everyone's like, what is that? What is that word? So there's some weird shit going on with him. I can't remember where I was going with that, but I know I had a plan. I'd have to review my notes. I really want to write that again now. But I really should finish Witching Hour. Maybe I'll do that today. I'll do some writing today. I have too many hobbies, but I don't know. I at some point want to do also like a work stream where we're not just doing art, but like co-working. So like, you know, Fantasy's making their dice bags. Necromancer's usually at work already. I don't know what Elaine's doing. She was here for a moment. But, yeah. Okay, I think... Oh, it's been 2 hours again. Does he wear a skirt? He might. He might at some point. There might be a cross-dressing break-in attempt to somewhere. So, it's possible that he would wear a skirt someday. Let's see. Mocha-Maid is definitely running now, so we are going to raid Mocha-Maid. I think that is... Yep. 2, 3, 5, 6. Wow, so many people today. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow, unless something happens. Also, I have to check when my appointment is tomorrow, so it's possible that I might not be able to stream tomorrow. I'll let you all know via Discord somehow. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for coming. You all have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, it'll be Thursday morning. Alright? I love you all. We sail off to different waters. Enjoy Titty Tuesday at Mocha-Maid.